Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a little chaotic with my posting, but there is construction going on, as you can probably see behind me. My closet doors are ripped off and then this room's going to be painted and stuff. But literally the whole house is being redone, so it's hard for me to film, and I've been busy moving stuff and all that fun stuff. So anyways, back to the video. This week I will be doing Instagram chooses my reads. So I'm basically going to be putting 2 books up on a poll, and basically anyone who follows me on Instagram can vote on which one I read. Go ahead and put 2 up because I did want to just go ahead and roll in and start this video. So the books that I put up first was Mile High by Liz Tomford and Dare You to Hate Me by B. Celeste. One is football and then this one is hockey. We're doing sports romances to start this off. And I will go ahead and see which one has won since the poll has been up for, I believe, 24 hours. With 82%, I will be reading Mile High by Liz Tomford. I'm definitely really excited for this book because I love hockey romances. I am a little concerned on the size, but the font and everything doesn't look too bad. So, and I've heard really good things about this, so I am excited. It's Xander's and Stevie's book, and Stevie is a flight attendant. She ends up being a flight attendant for Xander. I'm not sure if it's just him or if it's his whole like hockey team, but basically they kind of irritate each other, and I believe Stevie just doesn't let him, like Xander, walk all over her. So since he has an ego and is egotistical as Stevie describes him, he kind of takes it to heart and kind of makes her miserable. And so it's kind of giving like an enemies to lovers vibe slash like dislike to love vibe. I'm excited and I will update you guys as I read. Bye. I am about a quarter of the way through. I'm on page 140. So far I really like it. I like the tension and the banter between them a lot. So they've been traveling for, I think it said it was like a 12-game streak on the road, and I think they just had one more night left on the road, maybe. I think they said that they had one more night left on the road, but the tension in this book is everything, and I really love Xander. And I really love Stevie, although I wish Stevie was a little more like confident in herself. Like, she's confident in herself with Xander, and she definitely like fights back with Xander. But like when other people try to put her down, like her supposed like friends or just, I don't know, random people, like she doesn't stick up for herself, and that's bugging me a little. But other than that, I'm really liking it so far. About halfway through Mile High. I'm really loving it. I love the banter so much. Although I feel like something dramatic is about to happen, and I don't know if it's going to upset me or not. So we'll see. However, so I want to go ahead and put the next 2 books up on an Instagram poll and get that started. So for the next 2 books, I picked 2 from the same author. So I have The Paid Bridesmaid, and then I have The Seat Filler, both by Sarah Wilson. And basically I'm going to go ahead and put these 2 up on my Instagram story so we can get the poll going, and that way, because I think I'll finish this book. I think I'll finish Mile High probably tonight, if not early tomorrow. So I want to go ahead and have a winner so I can go ahead and get into the next book immediately after. As you guys can see, I finally got a floor. The floor is in, and so I went ahead. The story is up, and I will get back to you when either I finish the book where I have an answer for the poll. It is the next morning. I have finished Mile High and I have the results of the poll that I put up. Okay, so Mile High by Liz Tomford. I love this book. I'm trying to think of how to describe it without spoiling things. If you hear like clinging in the background, that's my cat eating out of her bowl. Please ignore. How to describe. Sorry. I just woke up, so I'm like a little delirious at this point. I still have to take my allergy medicine. But I wanted to review this and video it before the construction or the flooring people come over. So I did give this 5 stars. And it kind of surprised me. I really like that Stevie kind of gained confidence, but it wasn't necessarily from Xander's. It was, he kind of put up an example and she learned from it, I want to say, more than like he was the reason why, the sole reason why she was gaining confidence. I loved the sister-brother relationship between Stevie and her brother, which I think the next book in this series is her brother's book, Ryan. I also love that one, there's therapy in this. There's talk about therapy. 2, there's a dog shelter in this. And 3, just the overall like found family that's in this was really cute. I enjoyed. I'm trying to think of like what tropes this might be. I could see it being listed as enemies to lovers, although I think of it as like a dislike to lovers than enemies. It is hockey player and flight attendant. So it's sports romance. Me trying to come up with words when it's early in the morning and I haven't had coffee yet. I also loved that through the therapy thing, you saw Xander's work through his kind of problems going on, and he said in the book that I think he's been going to therapy for, I want to say like 8 years. It might be longer, honestly. I don't remember. But I thought that was really cool, and I think it showed a very cool side of, I don't want to say cool, but important side of mental health and how to treat it and stuff like that. I really enjoyed that aspect. Stevie and Xander's together, I loved. He never made her feel like she's anything but a first option. And same to her for him. I don't know, I just really loved it. And if that should be enough for me to give this 5 stars. Okay? So I put up a poll for The Seat Filler by Sarah Wilson and The Paid Bridesmaid by Sarah Wilson. And let's see who won. So it looks like it's going to be The Paid Bridesmaid by Sarah Wilson by 67%. I will quickly read the back and then I will get into reading this. A wedding is no place to fall in love. Rachel Vincent is a bridesmaid for hire, part confidant, part wedding planner, and 100% pretend BFF. Discretion guaranteed. Her next gig is a destination wedding, live streamed and sponsored for an influencer event. That means a paradise of new contacts, which could be a boon to her already booming business if Rachel can keep that very handsome and slightly too interested best man at bay, that is. High-tech entrepreneur Camden Lewis must know, who is this gorgeous, intelligent, and mysterious woman? Too good to be real. Convinced she's a corporate spy out to tank his company, Camden's not letting her out of his sight. But the constant surveillance is also opening his eyes to things about Rachel that he likes. If she's a spy, she's certainly the cutest one he's ever seen. As the week's worth of wedding events march along, Rachel and Camden are learning almost everything there is to know about each other. Rachel's made a career out of always being a bridesmaid, but perhaps there's a chance for her to have her own trip down the aisle.
I do really enjoy this cover. I think it's really cute. I am excited for this one. It does look like it's a smaller read, so I'll take that. And I will update you guys when I'm probably maybe halfway through, or if I hit any good parts. So I am probably like a fourth into the Paige Bridesmaid, and it's a little boring. Nothing's really happened, and I don't know. I don't really understand the connection with the love interest. It's kind of like love at first sight in a way. I'm just waiting for the pace to pick up in it. However, since that's not a big book at all, I think I'm gonna go ahead and pick the books that are next to go on my Instagram story and get that poll going. We're going with rom-com vibes. So the options are going to be Dating You, Hating You by Christina Lauren and Secretly Yours by Tessa Bailey. So both rom-coms. Both have been on my TBR for a bit, so I'm excited to see. Both authors that I really enjoy. So I'm going to take the picture and we shall see. Okay, so the poll is up and we will see what it is in the next one and when I have an update for you. Quick update, I am halfway through the book and I'm really enjoying it now. The pace has picked up a little and so far, basically without any spoilers, is from the back of the book, you know, that I read in the beginning, you find out that he thinks she's a spy, and I didn't really understand that. But I guess he has come up with a new software, I believe it was. And basically it's something that has not come out before and is very helpful. The animal train has arrived. But basically it's something that could really help a lot of businesses, and even though there's patent, there's already been people trying to steal it from different countries because they don't necessarily have the same patent rules and stuff like that. So he thinks, since he's never met her before and that since other people have already tried, that she might be a spy in that way. But that also kind of doesn't make sense to me, because then how would she get in the bridal party, you know? Like, why would the bride allow it? I don't know. But he's basically suspicious of everyone, so that makes more sense. However, the bride did let her know that he was basically probably flirting with her just so he could find out if she's a spy. And I don't know where I sit on that. So I have officially finished The Paid Bridesmaid by Sarah Wilson. And overall, I enjoyed it. The pace did end up picking up a little bit more. This is a closed-door romance, and there is some triggering topics in here. It talks about, it glimpses over like domestic abuse really quick, and there is alcoholism also mentioned. So if these things might trigger you, I would not read this. However, I thought it was really good. Did enjoy it, and I liked that the main female character, her name was Rachel, and she basically runs a paid bridesmaid company. So if you need to fill a spot in your bridal party, or just need someone to basically keep everyone else in check and such like that, you would hire her. So what I liked about her company was she hired, I think it was an all-women company, and she only hired basically women who were in dangerous situations and trying to get out, or were struggling to get back on their feet, You can hear the click clack. Here comes the dog. Come here. Hey, lay down. Wanna lay? But I really enjoyed that aspect. And then you had Camden, who was the male main character, and he was portrayed as like a workaholic, which he definitely was a workaholic, but it was because he wanted to release his company and make it public. So basically, I don't even remember what they said it was, honestly. All I remember is that basically he was set to make a ton of money from it, and he just wanted everything to go so perfect with the release and everything because he was going to use that money to help with his mom. I would say I would give this 3.5 out of 5. I enjoyed it, but the pacing in the beginning was a little slow and I did lose interest a little. It definitely wasn't like my favorite book or like rom-com, but I enjoyed it and I think I would reread it. So I'm going with 3.5 out of 5. So now that that one is finished, we're gonna move on to my next read. So the results from the poll that was posted. The winner is Dating You, Hating You by Christina Lauren by 64%. This is what I will be reading next. I love Christina Lauren, so they are both amazing and I am excited to start this. I am halfway through Dating You, Hating You by Christina Lauren. I am obsessed. I have read this probably for the past 2-3 hours and I love it. It's just written so, I don't want to say, I feel like addictively is not the correct word, but it's hard for me to put it down. And I love the banter. So this is about Carter and Evie, and they both work at agencies, and so they end up going on a date and they really hit it off and have like chemistry right off the bat. And then I think it's a couple days later they find out that their companies are basically merging together. So now they have to navigate how to work together, and basically they were gonna originally try to like do both, but now it seems like it's impossible. And Evie's boss, who I believe his name was Brad, he's kind of a jerk, not the greatest person, but he basically is now in charge of both of them. They're under the same category, and he pretty much told them once the companies merged that only one of you is probably staying, and the other, if you guys aren't cut, is going to have to go to New York instead of in the LA office. So they're kind of like battling for the same position, but at the same time there is a possibility that they could both stay, but like Brad's kind of a dick, so he will not say that to them. But I just wanted to check in and let you guys know that I am really loving it, and I will probably finish this today because I'm really enjoying it. So I have officially finished Dating You, Hating You by Christina Lauren. I'm going to give this 4 stars. And I'm going to give it 4 even though I loved a majority of it. So, the two main characters together, love them. Love the banter. Love the banter, love the chemistry. They were cute, and Carter was definitely giving a little bit of like golden retriever vibes, and then Evie was like Blackaddish. I did like that. They were very cute together, and I enjoyed them. I didn't like the little, there's kind of like a little prank war in this, and it's at their workplace, and I thought that was a little weird. I didn't really like it. I don't know. It came across a little like immature for what their ages are. But overall, really love this. It kind of reminds me of like The Hating Game, but not quite. Similar but different. And I don't know how else to explain that, but it was so good. I have read 3 books that my Instagram followers have chosen for me, and honestly I really enjoyed this, so I will probably do another video like this soon. So thank you guys so much if you voted in the poll or had any say, and for future ones, if you want to be able to vote, all you have to do is follow my Instagram. I'll have everything linked below. I did really enjoy this concept, and I definitely think I will be doing it again sometime soon. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.